Virginia, Florida, Arizona, Michigan, Pennsylvania. He loses 3 or 4 of those states, it's over. If he is barred from Colorado, New Hampshire, Virginia, Florida, he cannot win the electoral math. The GOP knows this. So my question for you guys is, what's the Republican alternative? Because it's not like any of them are remotely close to Trump. The person in the lead right now, I think, is Nikki Haley. And there's been talk about that. The Koch brothers and all those things are starting to move money in. You see Fox spending less and less time on Trump and running Lincoln Project ads against him, making Trump a little bit on the side of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. How does the GOP spin this? Because if they go away from Trump, they're going to have to admit they go away from him because everything that the left has said about Trump and the big lie is true. If they go with someone like Nikki Haley, she's going to have to square that up and say, no, I can't support someone who's been blank, 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 blank. And then all of the lies, like dominoes falling. How does that affect the 2024 election? How does abortion play in? In my state, it's going to be huge. Ron DeSantis has taken over 1 million people off the voter rolls. And we are going to have a write-in aspect like they had in Ohio for abortion. Not a write-in, but a ballot initiative. So that's playing front and center. And the woman who's running against Rick Scott, that horrible human being who stole how much money from Medicare in the early 2000s before he was governor of our state, is currently losing to the Democrats. So we've got to be hopeful. If we can start this blue wave, get a really good control of the Senate, which is 60 seats, so you can stop a filibuster. All 435 congressmen and women are up for re-election. Please remember to vote true and vote blue. Abortion is definitely going to be on the table for me, and anyone who said the 2020 election was stolen does not get my vote. Anyone who supports Trump does not get my vote. Anyone who's against women's health care doesn't get my vote. Anyone who's against education doesn't get my vote. Anyone who's for cutting $14 billion to the IRS doesn't get my vote. Anyone who's for hurting women doesn't get my vote. Anyone who's for hurting seniors and people that are impoverished doesn't get my vote. Vote true and vote blue, and let's get rid of this trash that we have both in Washington and our local state governments.